Hello. Hi. Very happy to see some of you, especially since I just kind of popped in today. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And how are you today, by the way? So, just saying. So, guys, welcome to the studio. You are now officially in the Desert Heart Sanctuary of Joan of Angels and Dr. Joan Hangarter. And very excited to bring you in today because we have something so new and so exciting that today is really the first day that I am talking about it. So Pamela Aubrey and I have designed together a new deck. Yay! And this new deck is called the Divinely Radiant Oracle Deck. Something, or the Divinely Radiant Souls, on that order. Now, why is it that I have a few different titles? Because the deck is actually hot off the press as we're speaking. Meaning, if I could say a new word, hotting, like being created as we speak so that it's going to be ready for us to have you being able to do it. So here is to Divinely Radiant Souls. So the deck itself is for who? Let's see. It is for divine radiant beings like yourself who really want to learn, how can we become radiant? How can we walk through this three-dimensional heavy planet Earth, which teaches us all those lessons of survival, of practicality, of meeting our basic instincts, food, clothing, shelter. And from there, we can learn to step into higher radiance. So because we live here on planet Earth, but we also, many of you, have that radiance, we designed this deck for you guys. And the deck itself really dives into, now get this, it dives into the vibrational frequencies of light, the states that we go into when we are in connection with spirit, when we're in connection with our guides, when we're actually following the voice of spirit. And we are following that path that we're being called to work with. So hoping that makes sense to you. But now how do we know? So take a deep breath, okay? And since today is the first day that I'm actually kind of speaking about the deck, I'm so excited. Hi, Deborah. Are you saying no sound? Let me know if you hear sound now, okay? Oh boy, Ireland, how wonderful. Ireland's just one of the most magical places. Can you hear me now? Deborah, can you hear me now? Yes, no, maybe. If you're not hearing me, it's really because the desert is having some issues today because of high wind. I'm just going to check. So can you hear me? I guess I'll just ask. Can you hear me? Okay. So there you did. Hello from India. Wow, this is so exciting. Ireland and India. Okay, some people hear me, so good. I'm not going to talk anymore about that. Here's how we're going to do this. Now, I don't have the actual deck in front of me, so I'm not giving you a link to get it yet. But what I do have is some images, and I want to share with you their messages for you. And if that works for you, it's going to work for me. So when I do my readings, now I am an oracle, guys. I'm a doctor of chiropractic. I'm a healer. I'm a speaker. I'm an oracle. I'm a visionary. And I'm one who takes you on a journey to remember who you are, why you're here, and to wake to your soul. In fact, I do soul awakening sessions with people. But I'm here to tell you that you are at the exact right place you're supposed to be on your journey. And no one's above you, no one's behind you. We're all kind of right here. And so, this is my alarm clock telling me that that's true. We are, so stop. I'm awake, guys. I'm here. Hold on. I don't want it to go off again. I don't know. It seems to froze. Be quiet. Okay, we just shut it off. Okay. Now, when I start my readings, okay, I start by usually bringing in a change of energy. So this bowl happens to be a crown chakra bowl from, I think it's from Tibet, from the Himalayas. And it definitely connects you to who you are, your radiant soul being, and it connects you too to ancestry here on the planet, to the ancient villages in Tibet. So feeling into this, sometimes I'll just take then a deep breath and let it all out. And you know, when we do readings, and I know that many of you go to your doctor's office, your chiropractor, there's a bowl, pull a card. You might run around with cards and have cards in your home. And all of that's really good. So what I like to do and what I would do for this session, and if you were sitting here in my living room with me, is we would then call in the light, Mother, Father, God. We ask that we be guided and surrounded and protected so that that which we are calling in is for the highest good of all concerned. That's really important, the highest good of all concerned. So it's not my emotions, your emotions, it's nothing. It's really about being in a state of neutral. And so reading for yourself and others is really about getting into that state of neutrality. And I can't even tell you how many times I would pull a card for someone and go, oh my God, here I could hide it. You wouldn't know. But I go, oh my gosh, I have to tell them that. And almost wanting to hide the card because my emotions got in the way. So we go into a state of neutrality. Mother, Father, God, I ask to let go of my own preconceived notions of what you should be receiving and what the card should be saying. All right, you hear that? So it's wonderful to see so many of my friends here. And I love all of you. And it's fun to see like just friends from all around the world, okay? So asking for that, today I was feeling into, divinely radiant souls, okay? I don't even know if I could get beyond that. And that's because, what is radiance? So last week, Pamela and I don't know if they're still up anymore or not, did a series of 3 days of releasing negativity. Okay. And negativity is, of course, the opposite of positivity, right? And when we're negative, we're gloom and doom. We're dark in spirit. In fact, if you put two people in the room and one was the optimist and one was the pessimist, I can guarantee, and they didn't say anything, and you just looked at them and felt their energy, you would be able to tell which one was radiant and which one wasn't. And if not, then you're going to need to be in our trainings to awaken your intuition so you can actually sense when you're walking into a dark place versus a radiant. So radiance is when we turn on our light and we are brilliant, okay? We all have a dial and a switch inside, and literally these cards are designed to bring out your inner radiance. I'm going to see if I was able to actually upload this now onto Facebook so I could show you. Oh my God, yes. Holy moly. They actually, okay, this is going to be great. They actually uploaded this time. And I say holy moly because I'm in the desert, and being in the desert means that the weather and my internet connection isn't as smooth as we would like it. Okay. So I was able to get all 3 of these images ready to show you in a minute. Okay. So radiance. To be radiant means that we literally turn on a flame, a fire inside. That fire inside that's lit, not just from inside, but from source too becomes so bright that those around us feel it. They step into it. We become transmitting, okay? We become transcendental. We become transformed. And as we become that, that energy inside of us literally sends it out as if we are a tower of transmission power, okay? A tower of radiant power. That's the best way I know how to explain it. So the cards have much of my new art. And actually, though, I will confess, there's a couple of pieces of my old art. What's old art? Old art is art that's come through different phases and stages. So I'm going to start with this one card. And there's a history to this card. And so this card says, I am inspiration. This painting was done when I returned from a very high spiritual space in Italy known as Damanhur. And Damanhur is one of the most ancient mystery schools on the planet. It is known as a mystery school. Damanhur means temple or city of light. And it's right outside the city of Torino in the northern part of Italy. Torino is where the Egyptian Museum is, the largest Egyptian museum outside of Egypt. And I'll just start by saying that because it's the largest museum housing Egyptian statues, the Damanhurians believe that the Egyptian old souls come and reincarnate into those statues and those representations of ancient Egypt. So the city of light, Damanhur, is based on both the ancient Egyptian principles and the ancient Atlantean principles. And once a month, so I know some of you are interested in it. I can already feel it. But once a month, they do this ritual. Now, this ritual is as if you went back 1,000 years in time and you are under a full moon, right? You're under the full moon. You hear the drumming and you see the dancers, you hear them chanting, you see the drumming, okay? You see the oracles chanting on the stage. There's a horseman going back and forth and there's pillars of light and you are transformed. And as I sat in that ceremony, I closed my eyes and I could feel this divine being that I later found out were the entities or the energies, the deities, that's probably the better word, the gods that protected the sacred space of Damanhur. And so I was totally stunned and floored because it was one of the first times that I had literally seen with these very own eyes, both inner and outer, and saw it. And when I spoke to my friend who was the ambassador there, she said it. When she came to my house about 3 months later, I had done this painting that you see now. And she said, oh my goodness, Joan, that is the closest representation of the spiritual deities, the gods that oversee the ancient city, the mystery school of Damanhur and the Tower of Light. And I actually don't think I even shared the story with Pamela when I told the story. But so to guide you with this today, I am inspiration. So inspiration, my beloved friends, comes from within. Well, it does. It comes from within, and it also comes from without. It comes from up here. It comes from our senses. It comes from sight, sound, taste. It comes from when something strikes us that hits our memory of where we've been before and who we've been, or it also hits our memory of where we're going. So divine inspiration means being more than who we are. So today, as I share this with you, creating a collective and asking all of you to really tune into this sense of being more than who you are. being more than that three-dimensional human that's sitting here, right? There's a wall here, there's a computer here, there's all of this. I am divine inspiration. And when I am divinely inspired, when I am divinely inspired, my loves, what happens? Well, like my doggy, I bark. When I am divinely inspired, I can tune in to that which is for the highest good of each and every one of you. And that's what you can do. When we collectively, divinely inspired, we can then be that inspiration, that being of light, that leader, that healer, that tapper, that coach for others, because they see that light. So coming from each of you, I want you to actually feel into that radiance that comes from within you. And really, literally running your hands together like this. And I think I'm going to change this and now say, I am divinely radiant. So we're on the same page. I am divinely, I am transmission. All right. Yeah, I am transmission. Does that say inspiration or transmission? That says inspiration. This says inspiration, but I wrote transmission. So we are transmitting. I'm going to hide this. We are transmitting our inspiration. Here we go. Inspiration. Show. All right. Everyone's reaching me today and reminding me we are inspired. Okay, so we are divine inspiration. Breathing in that divine inspiration. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now imagining that you are like the sun from the inside out. Golden beings of light, radiant, and literally see your aura. See that aura? Can you feel and see that aura? Literally radiating, coming from out from within you. All right, my friends, that is how we become divine radiant beings, because as we do this, then our energetic frequency goes from a 0 to a 10, and we can raise that up. All right. Okay. So this was meant to be short and sweet. I am going to be popping on every single day over the next week for sure to give you some wisdom about divine inspiration. So look for this. And Pamela's going to post whatever links so you can follow up with us. All right. I love each and every one of you. Give us your feedback. All right. So this is the first card I'm showing you. And this is all about inspiration, burning and raising the fires from the inside out. All right. Sending you all love from the Desert Heart Sanctuary. May your day be filled with joy, inspiration, and may you become divinely radiant souls. I love you all. Ciao for now.